Morning YouTube, Moosecow here. Let's wrap up round one with Commonwealth and France. Okay, so here are my purchases. I'm going to buy a sub and a tank for 12 IPCs because I invested 4 in tech. And from there, let's get to the battles. All right. One of the 2 destroyers. There are now 2 destroyers. That's a setup adjustment. From 106, one of the destroyers is going to go 1, 2, 3, and go for the sub. And that is the only battle for Commonwealth. Right there. Okay. So actually, it's a 2 and a 1. So, let's go. Let's try this. Alright, so here's the destroyer. Miss. Here's the sub. Miss. Destroyer. Miss. Sub. Destroyer. Got it, okay. Sub. Miss. Alright. Cool. Okay. Alright, now proceeding to non-combat for Commonwealth. This infantry and this tank are going to hop on this transport and go down to 88 and unload in French Guiana. This destroyer will stay put. The infantry and artillery, again another setup adjustment. There was originally 2 infantry down here, and then for the tournament they added an artillery, and now they swapped that to just an infantry and artillery. Originally at the tournament they added a fighter and a naval base, an air base and a fighter here, and a lot of people thought that was overpowered, so that's why there's the change to 2 destroyers. Anyway, so these 2 units are going to rail up to Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Okay. The 2 infantry in Scotland, get them in frame, they will move down to UK. I almost always forget about those guys, and I almost forgot about them now. Okay, the 1 infantry in India, BB4 exclusive, will move to West India. The fighter from Queensland will fly 5 spaces because of the airbase to Malaya. Okay. Let's get over here. Okay. The cruiser is going to go to here. The transport's going to pick up the infantry from New Zealand. Go to 46, picking up another infantry from Queensland along the way. And okay, the 2 fighters from from New Zealand will fly to Queensland. Everything else from New South Wales. Get this out of the way. Everything else from New South Wales will move up to Queensland. Classic move, I know. The destroyer from 62 will be boring and will go to 54. Okay, that about sums it up for Commonwealth. So a quick disposition of forces for Commonwealth. Oh, almost forgot. I almost always forget these guys too. The infantry and artillery from Ontario moved to Quebec. So we got infantry and artillery in Quebec, a destroyer still in 106. We got a transport in 88 with an infantry and a tank in French Guiana. We got an infantry and artillery in Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Oh, I forgot, the new units. Duh, okay. The tank is going down in South Africa. So yeah, there's a tank there. the sub will go down in 106. So there's a destroyer and a sub in 106, tank in South Africa. I covered those guys. We got the infantry in West India. We got the infantry and the fighter in Malaya. 2 infantry in French Guiana, transport in 46, destroyer and cruiser in 54, 2 AAA, 2 fighters and artillery, and 3 infantry in Queensland. Now, moving on to France. The riveting turn that is France. France is going to do a couple things. They're going to be annoying and walk into Holland, Belgium. They're going to also walk into Italian Libya. So, throw some French roundels on the board. Yeehaw. That means, let's see, that means Germany goes down 1, 2, 3. Not that this really matters. 3, and then a 4. Okay. Italy goes down 1. Okay, non-combat with France. The BB4 infantry in French Indochina will move to Shan State. Back up there. Okay, the destroyer in 72. This is, we convoyed this before, but we're gonna leave that be, and this is gonna go meet up with the other allies in this sea zone. Okay, the infantry in French West Africa will move to Morocco. Infantry in Algeria, he will, he will move to Morocco. And the infantry in Morocco will move to Casablanca. Okay. Syria guy has to stay put. We still got the 2 infantry and the fighter in the United Kingdom. And I think that also kind of covers it for disposition of forces for them. Yeah, I don't know why I keep looking for more French stuff. There isn't. All right. Obviously, Vichy is not in effect because Italy has Vichy France. So I think Germany has to take all 3, right? Or Germany has to take that one. I forget exactly, but Germany has to have Paris, I believe. Anyway, that about does it. So, on to round 2. Oh, I almost forgot. Very important. Commonwealth still collects 16 IPCs. So I'm just going to get another 4, 3, 4. So 16 IPCs plus they have, let's see, at war, let's see, at least 5 naval warships on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's another 5 IPCs, meaning they have a total of 17 IPCs. Okay. All right, that about does it. Joe, let's see what you got for G2.